There is a recommended motion. So moved. Councillor Manley is a seconder. Councillor Hemmings, any discussion? Councillor Armstrong and Councillor Kesselbrook.
Yeah, I just, I have some concerns about this for the simple fact, we already have so many issues on Lost Lake. Is that one going to be able to take the added traffic? Is that one that I know it probably doesn't require a traffic study, but, you know, we're getting constant complaints about how narrow it is, there's no sidewalks, there's so many issues. Will that put an added, issue on it, or can it move off to another road that it is?
Mr. Holm.
Thank you, through your worship, to Councillor Armstrong. So you're correct. The development didn't meet the threshold to trigger a traffic impact assessment, and we do anticipate that there will be additional parking, obviously, on Universal Place.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry. The development did not. You're correct. The development did not trigger the threshold to require a traffic impact assessment, and we do anticipate additional on-street parking on Universal Place as well. I don't know how far. I mean, it'll be difficult to predict, but I don't know how. You're right. Lost Lake Road is challenging with respect to on-street parking. I don't know how far from the development people would be. I guess it would be a behavioral thing, but how far from the development they'd be willing to park and walk. The developer did provide, is proposing to provide additional opportunity for bicycle parking as well on site, and supports to for alternative transportation, as well as it's a co-housing development, and they anticipate vehicle usage and behavior will be different than typical market development, and they anticipate that they're providing sufficient parking to meet the needs.
And just one other question, if I may. With the removal of all those trees, seen as it is a steep slope, will that have a big impact on slope stability?
They will, through your worship, Councillor Armstrong, so they will undertake appropriate geotechnical assessments to ensure that slope stability is retained. It is a steep site, and they do anticipate a fair amount of site grading, and they've designed the buildings to help to achieve some of the site grading as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Kesselbrook and Councillor Eastbier.
Thanks, Mayor. Through you, I'm very in support of this rezoning. I'm kind of tracking the process of getting into this place, and the co-housing model is a really interesting one, and I know the folks behind this will be really focusing on livability and making this a really great place to live, and so I'm happy to see that it's made it this far, and wish all the luck to the folks behind this project. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Eastbier.
Thank you. I wanted to speak in support of this because I think the co-housing model is one that people are looking for. It gives an avenue into the ownership market for people who are sometimes not able to access it otherwise, and the unit types with like the 3-bedroom townhouses, it includes 5 of those, 9 2-bedroom townhouses, and then also in the 1 and 2-bedroom apartments, 4 are accessible in the 1-bedroom and 2 are accessible in the 2-bedroom. So I think that's a really important aspect here, because it's a type of housing that we do need. And I remember it coming through design panel, and the design panel was pretty supportive of this. They did make some recommendations, and as a result, a few tweaks have been made, including adding some more trees. So I'm appreciative of the design panel's work on this, and we'll be voting in support of this. But I do hear the concerns about the increased traffic on Lost Lake Road, and I remain committed to trying to do what we can to slow traffic along Lost Lake Road and to make it a safer experience for pedestrians. So I would support any future traffic calming and pedestrian improvements along Lost Lake Road.
Thank Thank you, Councilor Manley.
Thank you, through you, Mayor. I am very supportive of this as well. I think the co-housing model is a very interesting community building model, and the co-housing, Pacific Gardens co-housing community on 7th has been very successful, and I know they have less parking spaces there as well, but also co-op car handy, which is well used, and it's a real community building project, so I think I wish them all the success in getting this done. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Any further questions, comments? Councilor Thorpe.
Thank you, Your Worship. I'm sorry, but I can't resist. I support this project and I will vote in favor of it, but I have to express my ongoing concern about parking variations, and we saw it in the last proposal that we just passed and I voted for. We see it in this proposal where the variation goes from 50 to 39 parking spaces. And the staff report even notes that this may result in spillover parking in the surrounding neighborhood. We're doing this more and more, and we're just putting more cars parked on neighborhood roads, which causes other problems. In this case, it's 29 units, and there's only allowance for 3 visitor parking spaces. On the other hand, we have 29 spaces for secure bike parking. Again, this is great in theory. I don't think it reflects the reality of transportation patterns or parking problems in the city. So I will support the project, but I'm really discouraged by this ongoing, not ignoring, but varying of parking. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further? Ms. Gray, do we move the motion? We've been chatting so long. Oh, good. All those in favor? And any opposed? None. Motion carries. The next is C, liquor license